and a very good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby and welcome to Launch Party. Really looking forward to the next couple of hours where actually we're going to be looking at some of the goodies of some of the more recent launches. And as I was saying earlier on launch day, we've had so many brand new products here recently, products that you have absolutely loved. And what I'm delighted to say is we have got some of those products back on this show for you. So if you do happen to have missed any of the launch days over the last few days, over the last few weeks, chances are we're going to be recapping on some of the goodies that you will have missed. Like, for example, yesterday's delicate creator card dies. They're going to be on the show for you. We've also got the pop-out cards. They're on the show for you a little bit later on as well. We've also got a preview of something which is coming your way on Friday a little bit later on in the show. But also, we've got something brand new for you on the show as well. The Kirsten and Katie buddy bags from Totally Tiffany, which I know you will definitely be wanting to get your hands on. Brand new, first time to grab them from us here on Crafters TV, and we are uber excited about this collection. Moreover, we have got the brilliant Tiffany with us in just a few moments time, but let's get across the other side of the studio and say hello to the lady who's with me for the next couple of hours. It's our lovely Debbie Robinson. This is going to be an exciting show, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, because we've got some corkers on the show, including, stay tuned to our Tiffany and her latest launch with those buddy bags. And I've got to say, I had my eye on them. I had my eye on them outside, and I was trying to tuck them out underneath the arm.
She did, yeah.
I was, literally, because
got
they're
stopped by
just
security.
Yes, I did. Frisked on the way out, I was. Absolutely, we've got some great deals on the show. We've got some of the new things that we've had quite recently, which I love these shaped words. They really are absolutely fabulous. So we're going to be looking at the shaped words that we've had recently launched. We've got those gorgeous pop-out scene dies where I think these are just absolutely exquisite, where the inside is just equally as nice as the outside. And then also, I mean, come on, the favourite, like I said, I did not say to you, these are absolutely my favourite dies that we have launched. And these are those gorgeous creator cards. This is one that I'm going to be doing later on in the show today. So we've got some fabulous launches. Stay tuned for the next 2 hours. Grab yourself a cuppa or a tipple or two, whatever takes your tickle, fancy, I mean. And then just grab your tipple, go and join us, and come and enjoy these next 2 hours of crafty inspiration and a little addition to the storage range too.
Absolutely, yes. And as always, you can get live and interactive with us on Facebook and on YouTube. You can send your comments. You can ask your questions as well. And as always, we will read out as many of those as we can over the course of the next couple of hours and get all of those questions answered as well. But isn't this brilliant that we're bringing you brand new buddy bags when we were chatting yesterday about it being International Get Organised Day? And I tell you what, as if by magic, we're helping you get organised with this brand new launch. And we thought, you know what? As we've got some new goodies from Totally Tiffany, who better than the lady herself to be able to take us through these brand new buddy bags? Let us head across the pond and say a very good afternoon, good evening to Tiffany, who joins us via the wonders of modern technology. How are you, Tiffany?
I'm doing great, Ben. It is so exciting to be back with you. You know, I got to be on Saturday. We had a takeover on Saturday, and then totally excited to have these two buddy bags launching with you guys today. This is awesome. I'm so excited about it. Are you ready for me to jump right in, or do you want to talk a little bit about them first?
Hey, listen, do you know what? I'm happy to chat about these afterwards because I want to hear all the information from you, Tiffany. So dive right in. Give us the lowdown on this amazing bundle.
Well, what you are getting is you are getting the brand new Katie and the brand new Kirsten buddy bags, and each of them come preloaded with the pockets, and then of course you can get extra pockets as well, right? So you're going to start with 5 pockets in there, and then there's extra pockets, there's the 8x5 magnets, all of that stuff is on the website. I'm going to let you talk through all the details on that, Ben. I'm just going to show you how to use these. So the first thing, the most important thing that you want to know about it is that Kirsten is the big sister to Karen. So if you love the Karen buddy bag, but you want something bigger to hold those bigger dies, those bigger stamp sets, Kirsten is your girl. So just like Karen, she's got this nice angle up the side, kind of that recipe card file. She's got the handle on the side. I'm going to push Katie out of the way for a minute, the little sister here. She's got the handle on the side. She's going to fit on your shelf sideways, and that when you open her up, you're going to have access to everything that you've got stored in there. What is that going to be? So, woo! So much more fun to look at them with goodies inside, right?
Yes.
Okay. Long stamp sets, right? I get asked about these all the time. Now remember, she's designed for 9x6. So any long stamp sets that you have, this one happens to have acetate on both sides, so I don't even need a pocket for this, but it's just gonna fit right in there, right? Of course, any of your bigger dies are gonna fit in that pocket, and I've absolutely used our 8x5 magnetic sheets with that, right? So even though the 8x5 magnetic sheet is a little bit smaller, it's still gonna hold those giant dies. So look at this huge pennant die set, right? Even though the dies are a little bit bigger than the magnet, doesn't matter. Again, big stamp sets. So I've stored in here 2 different stamp sets, and I love the packaging with them. So often the packaging is gonna give you ideas for use with that product, how they might layer up, other ways to use them. So if you can include that packaging in your storage, you are gonna love it. But I mean, just look at all the goodies in here. Red rubber stamps, if you've pulled those off of your blocks or you're buying unmounted stamps, they're gonna fit in these great big pockets. Even things like, look at this big frame that I have for my slimline die here, right? So it sticks up a little bit above the pocket, but it's still gonna fit comfortably into your Kirsten bag because she's a little bit bigger than our girl, Karen. So that is Kirsten. Now she's gonna come with those 5 pockets. Biggest question I'm gonna get asked is how many pockets are gonna fit in there? You are gonna be able to get somewhere between 25 and 40 pockets in the Kirsten bag, depending on how thick they are. So if you're using, a couple back-to-back stamp sets or red rubber, those take up more space than just a set of dies. So that's what's going to dictate how many pockets are going to fit in there, but somewhere between 25 and 40. All right, and now let's take a look at our tall, skinny girl, Katie. Our new girl, Katie, right? Katie also designed for things like slimline dies, tall, skinny dies, vertical instead of horizontal. The pockets in Katie are designed 8x5, so they're also going to hold those 8x5 magnetic sheets. And you can see I've just put a couple of slimline die examples in here. I can go again, double-sided on stamp sets, right? Slimline dies are so popular. They're difficult to store though. So this is going to be the perfect, either Katie or Kirsten is going to work great for your slimline dies. But again, storing my dies and stamps together, right? The white on both sides of the magnetic sheets is nice because it looks so much better than trying to store your black stamps on your black back magnets, right? So it looks really great. It's easy to see, but even those red rubber stamps mounted on one of those magnetic sheets are going to work great. Now, Katie is a little bit thinner than her big sister, so she's not going to hold quite as many pockets. Also, if you have our other 8x5 pockets with the flaps, they're going to fit in here as well. She's going to fit somewhere between 20 and 30 pockets, again, depending on how thick those pockets are, how much you have loaded into those pockets. Katie has her handle on the top, so you're going to be able to drop her into your tote this way. Of course, Kirsten has her handle on the side, like the Karen Buddy bag. And you know what, I'm just going to show you really quickly Karen and Kirsten next to each other, because Karen is so incredibly popular. That's going to be a question, I know, like how did the 2 work? So you're looking at Karen for your 5x7, but Kirsten for your 9x6. So those bigger dice, those bigger stamps, those bigger sets, they're all going to go in here along with your bigger card blanks, right? So if you are making bigger cards than 5x7 and you want to store those in the Kirsten bag, that's going to work perfectly for you as well. So both Kirsten and Katie, new girls on the block, but you are going to love both of them. And Ben, I can't wait to see how people load these up and what other things they end up storing in Katie and Kirsten.
Hey, brilliant to see like all of those in action. And again, as you're seeing there with Tiffany, you get so much for your money because you get the dividers and then more dividers on top. So you'll get 5 within each of your Katie and your Kirsten, and then 5 extra dividers included as well. So you've got so much to get you started. And that's just a bit of an idea, I think, a bit of a taster of kind of the things that you can store in your buddy bags. If you bought previous buddy bags, you'll know just how brilliant these are and how super useful they are, because particularly great if you haven't got a lot of storage, a lot of room at home, maybe you haven't got your own craft room. These are just perfect for keeping everything just so. And like Tiffany was touching on again, you know, great for transporting all of your goodies to things like your craft fairs. If you're thinking about meeting friends now, because we can, you know, we can meet people again now here in the UK. We can catch up and craft in gardens and things like that. These are absolutely perfect. And once again, look at the deal that you're getting today on this, saving 15%. And $31.41 is the deal if you're shopping with us in the UK, or $34.81. Nobody pays that price though, as always, because that price is going to come down with Club Inspire. If you're platinum, it comes down to $25.13 or $27.85. And this is the deal that everybody's going for. You can buy these individually. You can buy more of the tab dividers individually as well. But everybody is going for this main bundle because I tell you what, I think people are in need of the storage. People are in need of getting organized. And that is the whole point with these. Just to chat with our Debbie as well very quickly, because I know you're a massive fan of Totally Tiffany and the buddy bags and the storage solutions. Why do you love these so much, Debbie?
I think Tiffany's just nailed it on the head when it comes to that storage, because it literally is something that we completely forget about. You know, we spend all our hard-earned pennies on all of these gorgeous crafty items to have in your crafty stash. But the worst thing is where do you put them? Now, Tiffany's got that, like I said, nailed literally on the head, because she just thinks like the mind of a crafter would in getting everything organized into its place. And there's lots of things that you can do with these as well, not just for your crafting, and as you'll have probably heard myself and Craig and everyone on the team talk about, there's other things that you can use to store them in. I love the idea of having that clear storage wallet so you can see exactly what you need to see, and that's what I just love about our Tiffany products. And these 2 new ones, can I just tell you, I am definitely going to be multi-buying on these, not just having the 2, because they're absolutely fantastic. And it's that larger bag that, you know, we all need in our lives to be able to get organized and to be able to get, you know, everything in its place so that you can see it, reach it, get to where you need it. And have you seen Tiffany, where she has everything all on her shelves, all organized? That's exactly what you can do. And she's made it so simplified but beautifully designed as well, and really thought like the mind of a crafter would think. And that's what I love about Tiffany's products.
And I'll tell you what, already loads of love coming in on the socials for this this collection. Barbara Carlson on Facebook is saying, loving my Kirsten and Katie bags. And Laura Hernandez on YouTube saying, I'm storing my CC sewing patterns in my Katie buddy bag as well. Loads of you going for these. And as I said, the majority of you going for the sort of full collection as well. And I suppose, Tiffany, the great thing is you've given us a bit of an idea, and I know we'll run through this again just now, but as Laura was just saying to us here, she's going to be storing her sewing patterns in the Katie buddy bag. These are just so useful for whatever your particular craft is, whatever you love, whatever you've got loads of in your craft room that you need to kind of store and you need to get organized. These buddy bags are perfect for whatever your love is, aren't they? They're absolutely super. And I tell you what, for $31.41 or $34.81, you are going to love these. And the fact that you get those divider pockets in there as well, and even more, 10 in this kit, basically, if you go for the full bundle, makes them absolutely super versatile. As I said, no matter what it may well be, right? You decide to yourself, well, I've got these tab dividers, but I just want to use the buddy bag as a whole. I don't want to pop the dividers in individually. It is entirely up to you how you go with them, however it works for you. But I love the fact that you can see exactly what is in each buddy bag. They're totally transportable as well. And as I was just alluding to there, Tiffany, a few moments ago, whatever your craft, whatever you love, these are perfect for all sorts of crafts, aren't they?
They're amazing. And like I said, you're going to come up with so many ways to use them. And I hope that you'll share them with us. And just when you said that about patterns, I just had my cameraman go over and grab a stack of patterns. And that is a perfect way to store patterns. It's not an overwhelming, it's not a huge box. You can categorize them, maybe children's clothes or quilting or whatever. And then you've got everything in that nice, handy little box. So already, this is one of the amazing things about new products is I think that I've come up with every way to use it. And then the minute I introduce it, I get flooded with all these other crafty uses for things. So thank you so much. I think it was Barbara who shared the idea about patterns. So thank you so much, Barbara Carlson, for popping in and sharing that with us, because this is an awesome, it's a perfect size. I didn't even think about it. So the Katie Buddy Bag is going to be ideal for your patterns, but also your dies and your stamps. Again, you can put the stamps in on acetate, or you can use the pockets. Of course, if you're keeping dies and stamps together, you want to keep those together in one pocket with that magnetic strip. And just quickly, I think I'll go through the dimensions for you really quick. So the Kirsten, I'm going to use centimeters, so I'm using my cheat sheet, is 25 by 15 by 19 when she's as tall as she can be on the side, right? And then the Katie is 22 tall, 11 wide, and 17.5 across the front. Woo, that was tough for me, the centimeter conversion on that. So, but both of them ideal for dies and stamps, and great also for storing, especially slimline, if you have slimline cards or slimline envelopes that you're having trouble storing because they're a little bit of an awkward size and shape. Both of these girls are going to work for that as well. And I think, Ben, what people are going to find, just like they found with the Karen Buddy Bag, once you get started with them, they so simplify your storage solutions, especially for dies and stamps, that those extra pockets and those extra magnets are going to be a no-brainer for adding to both the Katie and the Kirsten bag. So you want to pick all those things up at one time, so you only have to pay shipping one time. So make sure you're getting those extra pockets that you need as well. I mean, I just got these. I haven't even had time to label my tabs yet. I don't even have them full, and I have got, well, I have got 15 pockets in here, and I think I've got 20 pockets in here already. So I just need to get out my label marker and start labeling things. But look at how much space I have left in this box, right? I have still got half the box to go with those 20 pockets, 5, 10, 15, 20 in there. So you're going to love them. They're going to hold a ton of stuff. You're going to love being organized. Like Debbie was saying, it's so easy to pop them on the shelf. And then that's what that handle is all about, right? I can put it on the shelf, pull it off the shelf, bring it to my workspace. Everything stays organized. I'm not like searching, pulling out bits and pieces and bringing them to my workspace. I'm bringing the whole thing, using it, and then putting the whole thing away. And that is really one of the keys to Totally Tiffany organization and solutions, is we think about how we're using it, taking it out and putting it away, and these buddy bags are no exception. So Ben, I think both the Kirsten and the Katie are something that you definitely want to add to your storage collection, and today's the day to do it.
Hey, absolutely, Tiffany. I've got one question to ask you, which Evelyn has just asked, but there's so much love coming in for these. Barbara just doubling up and saying, I know that I will be coming back for more of these soon. Mariah says, I've already ordered 2 sets, but I know that I'll be needing more. Loving the bigger buddy bag, says Hannah Hicks on Facebook. And Susan Berry saying, I want to use one of these to take dies and stamps to crops in my lowest bag. And also Evelyn says, Ben, could you please ask Tiffany if these bags have a weight limit, because I want to use them to store my embossing folders and then hang them up.
I definitely think if you're going to hang it, you definitely want to use Katie over Kirsten, because Katie's handle's on the side and there's a little bit of an opening on this way. So you're definitely, if you're going to go this way, I don't know what the weight limit would be on that. I can weigh it, and we'll put a post up on Facebook once we get it fully loaded. Embossing folders are quite a bit lighter than magnets and dies. So if you're going to put your embossing folders in there and then hang it on a peg hook, I would go 2 hooks, one on either side of it. But you're not going to have any trouble at all with embossing folders. I'm going to load mine with magnets and dies and get a weight on it. We'll get some posts up on Facebook and share that in the product description as well. But I think that's a great idea. It'll be so visible and so easy to see exactly what you need. Pull it off your wall. So that is a great idea as well. I am loving that you guys are sharing ideas with me, because everything that you share with us here is something that I can share out with the rest of Totally Tiffany fans and people trying to get organized, because your tips and tricks are, somebody else has that same question that you do, so being able to share those new ideas is awesome. So we so appreciate you being part of the show and sending in your comments and ideas. It's great. It makes the whole thing worth being on the show, just for me to get that kind of feedback. So awesome idea, and I will get you a weight limit on that.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. I tell you what, the comments are coming in thick and fast, and I think safe to say that these will be flying out the door. Mariah's saying great bags for bigger dies like the exploding box. Let us know in the comments as we go through the show, because we will come back to these during launch party. Let us know what you're getting yours for, what you're going to be storing in your brand new Kirsten and Katie buddy bags. Let us know where you love the Totally Tiffany range so much. Remember, you can pick these up. You can be one of the very first to get your hands on them here from Crafters TV at $31.41 today, or $34.81 if you're shopping with us in the US, saving 15%. Loads of you already checking out your baskets. Producer Johnny just saying this is going absolutely bananas. So get those baskets checked out. Hey Tiffany, it was an absolute pleasure to have you here with us on Crafters TV on launch party, and hopefully we can catch up again very soon.
It was awesome to be here. Thanks so much for inviting me, and I know all of you are going to love your new Katie and Kirsten buddy bags. They're just the two newest girls in our buddy bag family. So thanks for letting me join you. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm headed out into the sun.
Oh, rub it in. It's raining here. Unbelievable. Just rubs it in at the end there. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Wasn't she great? Absolutely great to see those new buddy bags in action, and loads of you loving them. Cheryl saying, ordered mine. So excited to get them. Deborah just saying, I'm so thrilled to see the bigger bags, because the dies are getting bigger and bigger all the time. I love this. Yeah, you absolutely 100% need to get these in your life. I love the fact that you get the dividers and then more dividers on top of that as well. So it's certainly a star deal to go for on launch party tonight, and loads of you already. I mean, right, let's just talk about this for a second here. We had a lot of stock here. A quarter of the stock has already gone. There's loads of you that I know have bought the buddy bags previously and will be adding more into your collection. But then actually, I think there'll be people who'll be new to this tonight and thinking, hang on a minute, I need storage. I need to get organized. I need these in my life. Great for sorting out your craft room, particularly, as I say, if you haven't got a lot of space, if you kind of like craft on a desk, I don't know, elsewhere in the house, these are perfect. And then again, as Tiffany was kind of alluding to transport these to and fro from wherever you're going, they're phenomenal. You're going to get 10 of those tab divider pockets as well. You need to get these in your life tonight. They're flying out the door, and we'll come back to them a little bit later on the show, but definitely get those in before they disappear. Right, let us get cracking on some other goodies that we've got on our launch party show. And actually, before I go through all of the boards, let me show you the deal on our shaped word die collection. 35 elements in total here, and I know this launched at the back end of last week and proved very, very popular. It was an item that we previewed, I think, this time last week here on Crafters TV, and loads of you are getting very excited for this. The shaped word dies. $80.95 or $90.75 is the deal on this, and it's basically exactly what it says on the tin. These dies which allow you to create these shaped cards in a variety of different words, which I just think is absolutely brilliant. You're going to get a whole host of stencils and stamps with this as well. But let's see some finished samples with Debbie first of all, before we go through all of the boards. This is such a simple concept, Debbie, isn't it? But it's so ridiculously brilliant.
And very effective as well, because it's got one of those, it's that stunningly visual thing that you see straight away. And I adore these. We've made it really easy. We've given you big dies to create these beautiful statement cards that just say exactly what you need them to say. You've got a set of stamps in there, so you can add those stamps. But I love the fact that you've got the shaped ability, so that the die, that gives you that shaped ability to cut that card out. And then we've got a set of stencils that you're going to be able to decorate your word with. These are just fabulous. Did you catch Sarah's launch show last week? These are some of the things that she did and created. Brilliant. Absolutely beautiful. Take them into all sorts of different ways of your crafting, or keep them just simple, Just beautiful, that one, a special friend.
Yeah.
Take them and use like gorgeous, because it's got the snippability
That's
factor as well.
fantastic.
This one's been snipped out, but look, you've some of the penny slide things
Yeah,
that you can use. Get your things out there. Keep them really simple. I love this one. Absolutely beautiful. Just lifted up with some foam pads to create a lovely texture. Oh, Debbie's nearly pulled it off. I'm trying to open it up and I'm pulling it off, Ben. Dear me.
Oh.
We'll keep that still. But again, just really fabulous. Take other bits in your collection, cut out in your papers,
love
and then
that.
do a bit of inking. What about taking it into your shaker cards? I think this is one of Sarah's specials. A lovely shaker card that she did last week. And again, so lovely. What about the stamps that you have in your crafty stash? And instead of using the stencils, what about doing those things? Look at this. This is beautiful. Using some of our floral stamps and taking your colouring mediums, and look how effective that is, Ben. They're just such a versatile die. So yes, they may be a statement piece, and you're then thinking, oh, what am I going to be able to do with them? Well, I've got to get my thinking cap on, Ben, because I've got to craft along with these next week. So I'm going to have a little bit of a think of how we can use them. I'll have it in the standard way, and I think we might do 1 or 2 on the craft along. But I'm just going to get my thinking cap on, and you know, and find a way what I'm going to do. So I literally, honestly, next Wednesday, 3 p.m. It's going to be me and you, is it, Ben?
And it is, yeah.
Lovely. And Johnny and Charlotte.
We're all
It's the dream
reunited
team.
again. Yay! Love it.
Right, I'll go throw it back to you for a minute. Have you done all your bit? I'll tell you what,
done my bit, yeah.
You go and do your bits.
I'll
I'll
do
go
my
and get
bit.
the bits ready here.
Yep.
And then we'll do the bits together.
All right, let's do some bits together. I did my bit, then you've done your bit, then I'll do my little bit, and then you can do your bit again. So that's what we'll do. By the way, there's loads of lovely comments in, loads of you telling me how you've ordered your buddy bags. Cheryl just saying, ordered mine. So thrilled to see the bigger bag, says Deborah. Karen says, thank you, Tiffany. I'm excited about my order. And Shadiah has just come in to say, hello, Lord Ben. And Debbie, late for the show, catching us up with my sister in North Carolina. I told her bye, me missing me show. Well, you're here now, that's the main thing. And I tell you what, aren't these phenomenal? You guys are loving these. I don't know whether you didn't manage to get these on launch on Friday or whether you're seeing them for the first time. But yeah, you're going to get with these so many of these dice. So hello, I just love the fact that you've got the ability to create a card in the shape of the word. And these are also brilliant for the fact that, yeah, if you want to layer these up, you can. If you want to get your papers involved, you can. If you want to use these for home decor projects as well, you can. There's so many different ways to be able to use them. So there's love. You're then also going to get in your collection friend, and you got your thanks as well. It's such, as I say, such a simple idea, but I absolutely love it. The shaped words, you know, cut out the word, then layer it up. You know, if you want to go to town with this, you absolutely can. You're going to get happy too. So all of those words are included within this bundle, and that's where you kind of end up finish paying, right? Because you pay $80.95 or $90.75 for the dies, but then everything else that you get within this collection, it comes for free. So your sentiment stamps, they are included within this collection, but you're not paying for them. So things like birthday, you've got sending, you've got anniversary, you've got special, you make me, you've got so much, you've got time. There's loads of different words in there for you to be able to build up your own sentiments. And then here's the other amazing thing. The stencils that you get, you don't pay for either. These come to you absolutely free, which I just think is amazing. And stencils, again, so super versatile and handy for all sorts of different projects. So you've got your really cool circles stencil there, that you're not paying for. And then on top of that, you've got your Rick Rack or your Zigzag. What's the difference between Zigzag and Rick Rack? Anyone know?
I think it's the same, but it's definitely called Rick Rack.
Oh, it says Zigzag on the back of here.
I know, they've got it all wrong. It's
Oh.
me this morning, through me.
It's definitely Rick Rack, but you call it Zigzag if you want. Call it what you want. It's just awesome, is what it is, because it's free. Then you're also going to get your gorgeous leaves. How gorgeous is that? Absolutely beautiful. Then you're going to get this heart stencil. I mean, come on. How many times are you going to be using that? That in combination with your love die is superb. And then you're also going to get, again, not paying for it, your star stencil. So everything that I've just shown you there, all of the stencils and the stamps are free when you go for the shape word dies, which is a real wow buy. $80.95 or $90.75 is the price on this. And again, nobody pays that price because if you're in Club Inspire, $64.76 if you're platinum or $72.16 if you are a platinum member, you're shopping with us in the S. Pamela's just said, ooh, they fell in my basket last week and the crafty gremlin checked the basket out. That crafty gremlin, I keep telling him, stop checking out people's baskets. I'll have a word, Pamela. But I tell you what, that is the end of my bit for now. So we're now going to go over to the other side of the studio, and here is Debbie doing her bit.
Yes, the bit that I like to do the best is get creative. That's what I like to do, Ben. Now, these are really simple and easy to use. Now, I'm going to use it in the straightforward way of having that beautiful statement piece. And I'm going to use the word happy for this one. Now, it does tell you, you do have a little sheet in there. Can I just show you? Excuse me, you've got a little sheet in here that actually tells you how to make your card so that you can create this. And it simply tells you that you need to take a piece of cardstock and measure this at 9 inches by 8 inches. And then you're going to score it down the centre at 4 inches to create your half fold. Now, these dies, and I'm just going to turn it over just for a second to explain this die itself, which is why it really is super cool to use. Because you've got the outside cutting edge running along all the way down to the bottom, up to the top. And then it has a little miss on the top of each letter where it's actually a score line. So it just means it puts the perfect score line into your cardstock without having to worry about it. Now, all you do, now normally you would think you'd literally just lift that off and hang it over the edge. I just always do a little turn round to make sure that my score line is on that fold part of the card before I actually stick it down. You'll find a way of using these that become really easy for yourself. And a lot of people will be going, oh, she's using stamping card, is she mad? Because it is quite like a 300 GSM, and I'm cutting through 2 pieces. Now, I am using it on my larger machine, and that's only because I want to get all of that on there. I'm making sure that I have got that literally, so that score line literally sits on the top, so of each letter, it sits on top of the fold line. And then it is just your normal combination of plastic shim, magnetic shim, and our magnetic.
Yeah.
Of course it's magnetic, Debbie. I know it's late at night, but I'm thinking, have I just said metal shim? No, you said magnetic shim, the right shim that we're going to use.
Second guessing yourself after a long day.
It's been a long day. It has been a long day. And serves me right for staying up on a school night really late, chatting with you all night.
You were the one doing the chatting.
I feel it now.
Of course. I tell you what, I just had a little bit of dinner, and boy oh boy, I thought I'd just have a quick chat with Debbie. Boy, I mean, she doesn't stop. She does. You think she chats in here? Ooh. When we're off the TV, I mean, she does not. What's she like? Seriously, I was like, oh.
I do like a good old conversation, as you know.
It's good to catch up though, wasn't it, Debbie? You put the world to rights.
Yes, definitely. Now, I've just lifted that off, Ben, and let me just move my plate out of the way for a second, because what you have now is that fabulous fold, and it's done and folded to perfection. There's no missing parts, and that's because I've lined that score line on the top of each one, so it creates me lovely little base. However, it looks a bit bland at the moment, just like that.
Not the best.
You can just about work out, the word that it's saying. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some textured cardstock for this one. And this is when you can really, you could use some white cardstock and then decorate it. I'm going to use textured and then use my stencil onto the top of that as well. So I'm just going to place that on. I'll just switch my plates around because I can get it onto me. I mean, you can see now it fits perfectly onto that Gemini Julia. So these will fit, even on the larger card, will fit through your Gemini Julia plates as well. I just wanted that first visual there so you could see it on my large plates, but they will go through those junior plates too. So let's bring that out. And what that is now done, I'll just move the plates again, Ben, just up there. If I lift that off gently, we've now got the lovely word all spelt out for us, and I'll just move it out of the paper. But now that actually sits and fits beautifully within there. However, I still feel it's a bit too plain.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to bring in the stencils, and I'm going with the stars.
Yes.
I love these. I absolutely love them. And this is the stars and spots on this one. Actually, there's the spots on there.
Yeah.
I suppose you could call them
little
spots.
dots, stars and dots, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, fits over beautifully. Can I just tell you though, I see so much potential with these stencils. Literally, I can think of all the things that you're going to be able to apply through this stencil. Lots of things like your sparkle mediums, your glitter paste, your textured mediums, inks, which is what I'm going with. And I've got to I'm deciding which colour's going to like pop off there then. So I've got a couple of colours. I'm going to try a bit of both.
Okay.
So I'm literally just going to place this over now and hit the areas where I can see, because I'm only using a part of the word. I don't need to go all over the top. However, I could have done a nice little thing and put a piece of paper underneath and coat the areas that I haven't missed, rather than making a bit of a mess. And I've just lifted that up a minute. You'll be able to see now. Can you see it coming together?
Oh yeah, perfect.
So let me bring in my other colour.
Stencils are super handy, aren't they? Like they're so
stencils.
versatile, and all the different mediums you can use with them.
Exactly. I mean, screaming out to be used with your mixed media projects. Honestly, just love them. And stencils are, again, they're a little bit like our embossing folders, where we, you know, a bit underrated. There's so much you can do with them. So much you can do with them. And again, you're applying inks. This could be literally an opaque ink pad that I'm putting on. And then when I lift it off, I could add things like your clear embossing powder to create an enamelled look on the top of there.
Yeah.
That'd look lovely.
Yeah.
You could, if you wanted, use your sticky ink pad through there, lift it off, and then put some coloured embossing powder if you wanted to do that. Use your textured paste, like I said, put a bit of texture down onto it. Use your glitter mediums, or some of those, you know, those lovely ones that we have from the Cosmic Shimmer range.
Oh, yeah.
You could use those too. Loads and loads of different ways. And I'm just going to have a lift off and see if I'm happy with that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've got to be happy. You've got to be happy
really
with that.
That's really made that pop. Absolutely beautiful. I love that. I'm just going to place that back on the top of my inks. And then literally now, oops, before I do, let me just clean me stars and spots off me glass mat before it transfers onto me cardstock. I don't want that, Ben. I don't want that. So let's just pop that down. And now what I'm going to do is layer this up onto the top. Now I could use... Hang on a minute, Debbie. It helps if you took off the lid.
Well, take the lid off. It's not going to work.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking, why?
On.
I know it's warm in here, but why is the glue not coming out? Why is it not coming out? If you are using wet glue, sparingly is more advisable, because it'll squirt out everywhere, and that's the last thing you want.
The mayo effect.
Yeah, we don't want that one.
Jan calls it, isn't it, I think?
It is indeed, and we definitely don't want that.
Oh, you don't.
So, the mayo effect, I love it.
So true, though, isn't it? When you have a burger or whatever, you bite into it, and then the mayo and everything goes everywhere.
Splodges out everywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, though, the good thing about this is if it does splodge out, you literally just roll it with your finger.
Oh, yes.
And it comes off. It's like a... I just can't think of a better word, but it's like a...
What?
Like a glue... Like a glue ball.
Oh, glue bogey. Yeah, it's that old one, isn't it?
You used to do in school. Nobody will hear me, will they? But that's exactly what it's like, and it comes off, so don't worry too much. Now, I have added a little one of those sentiments, because this is you, Ben.
Are you?
Yeah.
And you know what? What's going on today? Because in the earlier show, you made me a card saying you are loved, and now you make me happy. What's going on here?
Oh, well, you do. I do. I love working with you.
Me and you too, as well.
Oh, bless you. So I'm just going to add, I mean, literally, you could put that anywhere, to be fair, but I'm going to keep it on top of my H. And then what I'm going to do is add a couple of butterflies. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a little shaving foam technique with some cardstock.
Oh, I love the shaving foam technique.
Well, I kept it in my bag, Ben. So let me just see if I've got it to hand. So yeah, I had it on this little. Oh my God, where's that got on there?
Oh, that's awesome.
No!
What have you done? You
got a foam pad stuck there. But what I did was I chopped some butterflies out of it, because I thought when I was watching Tiffany, I'm thinking, just need something else on there just to titivate up the card a little bit.
There's that word again.
Yeah, I love my little word.
Titivate. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd never heard that word until you said it last week or whenever it was. And then somebody else used it. Who else said it?
Has somebody been pinching me words?
Who said it the other day completely out of the blue? And I thought, this is so weird. I've never heard that word before, and now everyone's saying it. It might have been Debbie Fisher.
Oh,
I
did
she-
Debbie use
I think she
it?
was titivating after you
see,
titivated.
we all like to titivate our little creations.
You do,
so to
yes.
add those extra bits. I was just trying to find something else, like a couple of little diamonds.
Oh,
but
right.
as luck would have it, I have run out of them. So there we
Pretty
go.
good.
Now this is just showing you how simple and easy. Now you see me do that from start to finish. Apart from my butterflies, they were the only two things, and the centres. It's the only two things that I had pre-made. We've just made that card super quick, super easy, and a super statement because these are a really lovely size card, and they're just so beautiful. I absolutely adore them. A simple concept that creates something quite simply stunning. So yes, I love these, Ben.
They are brilliant. We've got loads of you telling us which your favourite ones are. Just a quick question that Tracy's asked, and I think you sort of covered this at the top, but you may have missed. So Tracy wants to know, so does the top of the word dies have a cutting edge, or is it part cut and part score?
Yeah, exactly. So if I just show you this again, if we
Yes,
can just
thank you.
go it overhead. So it runs, so the cutting line starts here, all the way around, up to the top. Then it goes score line, cutting line, score line, cutting line, score, cut,
Got ya.
score, cut, score, cut, score, cut, score. So yes, absolutely. Oh God, that sounded like a little tune then, weren't it?
I liked it.
Like we were going a little bit of a tune there.
Good.
But yes, so it's designed to make it easier. So normally we would look and overhang them over the edge of the card to create that, but you don't have to with these because it's all been done for you. You simply line it up to the fold of your card. It does it all for you. Very, very easy, very clever. Like I said, simply stunning.
You get so much in this deal as well. Let's just quickly recap on what you get, because all of the word dies you are paying for, so $80.95 or $90.75. But then, so you get hello, you get love, you get friend, you get thanks, and you get happy. Those you're paying for, all right? So you can create these amazing word cards. You can create amazing pieces of home decor. They're super. So you get those for that price, but then for free, we are throwing into the mix your sentiment stamps. Always super useful, and the kind of thing that you obviously will use with this collection, but then use with all your other crafty goodies as well. And then all of those gorgeous stencils that we were just chatting about are yours for free. So the heart stencil, which Dances with Pam on YouTube says is so cute, that is included for free. You then get the gorgeous leaf stencil for free. You then also get the zigzag rick-rack stencil, zig-rack, for free. You then also get your circle stencil for free. And you get your stars stencil that you just saw on that demo with Debbie for free. All of that you're not paying for. What a deal, right? Loads of you loving this collection. Thank you for all the lovely messages coming in. Linny just saying, I love these dies. Made quite a few cards over the weekend, and I'm spending tonight making envelopes to fit them. I think Happy will get the most use, says Pamela on YouTube. So many ways to use it. Mary Ahad has bought the Happy and the Love. Hello, Mary. Going to make scrapbook pages with the S. I know you loved your scrapbooking, so that's amazing. I love the Love one, says Catherine, especially with the heart stencil. And Panda Craft saying, my favourite would have to be Happy. I would personally use more than the others. And I must say thank you to Sharon Samuels on Facebook, who says, Ben, I want you to know that my budgies love the Sarah song. They all sing along. Now, Sharon, I don't know if you're busy at the minute, but if you're not, I need you to film that and send that to us at studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, because that would be brilliant. If you've got some talented budgies, then maybe we could get them on the next song whenever we do that. But that is brilliant. Keep those messages coming in. Any questions, anything you want to ask us, get those in. But right now, it is time to show you today's Out of This World deal. Give me the echo bit, Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
Out of this-
Deal.
There you go. Thank you. Is it just me that likes doing all these things? Do you think that they just do it just to keep me happy? Have we not agreed to do that on the show? Oh, you haven't agreed to do that on the show? Oh, okay. I do it most weeks when I do the show, but it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Anyway, it is our Out of This World deal. You have to start a bit louder, Debbie. And then
Oh, sorry, but that loud enough.
We'll work on it. It is your Illustrator essential set, colour essential set, 36-piece set, which is absolutely brilliant. You get all thick. You get all the specifics.
How big's that box, Ben? Turn that box to the side.
Well, I'm going to do it in a minute.
Oh,
What?
sorry.
I'll
Telling you to do your job there. Telling you to Wow.
Now, let's.
Wowee.
I'm glad you sort of interjected here a little bit because I know what people will ask about these, right? So your illustrators, you've got they're dual tip markers, right? And they are in the colours that you can see on the side of the box here. But these are different for the fact that you've got one pen, two different sort of applications, if you like, because you've got your fine nib and the other end is a brush nib. That's correct.
Japanese brush nib, yes. So you've got that beautiful. It lays down a lot of colour quite quickly, and it gives you those. It gives you.
It's like I'm really weak. I can't get the top off.
It gives you a beautiful lay down of colour, and again, you can do lots of lovely effects with these. These are really beautiful Illustrator markers from Spectrum Noir, and I'm not kidding. Do you know when you showed me that price, I'm thinking 36 in that small box. Till you turn it to the side, you can just see exactly what you're getting. That's a big box, a great way of using the illustrators. And can I just tell you as well, there's a load of pens in there, but you are gonna have a real colouring journey with them because they're just fabulous to use. Ben, putting them back in there.
Sorry.
What you like. Honestly, I just think these are absolutely sensational pens that are really, really beautiful, easy to use as well, and great set of colours there. So if you do love your colouring, your alcohol marker colouring, those are definitely a definite out of this world deal. Sorry there. Oh yes, thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Brilliantly explained by the lovely Debbie. That is our out of this world deal.
Deal.
And the reason why it's out of this world is, well, as you've just heard, they are super phenomenal. The price is amazing, but guess what? You've only got 24 hours to get them at this price. If you go for them after, you will still probably be able to get them, but you will go back to our usual price. So if you've ever thought of sort of dabbled, you're thinking of dabbling in the world of the illustrators, this is the day to get them. 36-piece set. Wow, that is phenomenal. Now, something else which is phenomenal is our Explorer kit. I love this because we have got the Jigsaw dies. Have you not seen these, Johnny? How have you missed?
Oh, how have you missed this, Johnny?
Now, all I will say is the Jigsaw dies, when we got, so this bundle is basically your chance to kind of dip your toe in the water when it comes to the Jigsaw dies. This is the 5x7 that you're going to get with this collection. It's a 24-piece puzzle. All I will say is maybe the reason you haven't seen them, Johnny, is the fact that when we did launch them, they sold out. And I want to say this is probably the first time that we've seen them since the start of March, right? So that's probably the reason why you haven't seen them. I launched these with Sarah, and they did fly out the door. So maybe they sold out before you saw them. These are brilliant, all right? So you've got this die that's going to allow you to create your own 24-piece jigsaw puzzle, which of course you have got the ability to make into your sort of standard jigsaw puzzle to send to somebody as a gift, right? But also, oh wow, I got a minute. Also, this is going to be great to kind of bring into your crafts as well, because you've got the ability to be able to make some amazing, ready, Debbie, you put your card out, I'll put my card out.
I can't believe this.
3, 2, 1, go.
We've got the same card, and that's, do you know
Debbie.
why? Because I made a couple of them, and I'm going to make one today as well. If we get a chance, I'm going to make one today as well, and show you just how fabulously fun these dies are. They're incredible, an incredible price for all that bundle.
Yeah.
It really, truly is. I still make cards with these to this day, and I was lucky enough to have a play with it when it first launched in America. With Adam Freeman's mum, would you believe? When we were back in the other studio, I'm thinking, what's that over there? What's that over there?
I don't know what you're pointing at. Yeah.
That I had to play with them, and that's when I actually fell in love with this die set. And I've created card after card after card. I did it for my daughter, I did it for a boyfriend. I just absolutely love them. They're such fun dies to create some really fabulous puzzles, cards, anything you want with them.
Yeah, and it really is, and it's a great excuse as well, as we've seen here, to print off your old photos. I remember when we launched these, Sarah's boys had drawn some pictures, and she turned those into jigsaw puzzles as well, which was amazing, because you're not just going to get your 5x7 jigsaw die with this. Oh no! You're also going to get your 20 sheets of mount board, because that realistically is the kind of material you want to be cutting your jigsaw puzzles out onto, whether you're using these to make actual puzzles or use them, you know, to create gorgeous cards as we're seeing here. And then we're also going to give you your box maker as well. So if you do decide that you want to be able to make the puzzle and then pop it into a box to give to people, you've got the ease of being able to make the boxes with your box maker as well. But how handy to have that, you know, just as a great sort of craft room accessory anyway. This is awesome. So you've got your box maker, you've got your mount board, and then you've also got this super duper pooper scooper die.
I thought you said pooper scooper. I'm thinking,
I did.
Ben, what? Did you say pooper scooper?
I did say that. It's just it's the thing we say at home. It just kind of just slipped out. Super pooper scooper. So yeah, you get all of that. Sorry about that. It just kind of slipped out. You get all of this in your Explorer deal for 44. Or 58, and of course if you're a platinum member, that's 35.20 or 46.40 is the deal on that one. I tell you what, we're going to come back and have a look at some more of these in just a few minutes. It is getting a bit hot in here, Johnny, if I'm being honest with you. So listen, let me go and do something else for a bit whilst you check out your baskets. We're going to give you a couple of minutes here. If you've got stuff in your baskets, get them checked out. You won't miss a thing. We'll come back to some more demos with Debbie in just a few minutes. Super duper pooper scooper.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
Thank you for all the lovely comments coming in. And also, thank you to Director Charlotte, who just pointed out that I may as well. No, listen, we're all one big family here. No, Charlotte, I'm happy to share it because other people would have noticed. I had a bit of something in my tooth. Bit my tea was stuck in there. And Charlotte's one of those friends who was like, oh, Ben, I need to sort of tell you, it's a bit embarrassing. You've got something in your teeth. So I've sorted that out. So thank you, Charlotte. The reason you told me is so that I wouldn't have to tell everybody else. So I don't know why I've just done that, but it's all good. We're all friends here, right? You guys would have told me, wouldn't you, if you'd have seen it? You said. Just a bit worried why Charlotte's inspecting my teeth so closely, but there we are. Right, let us quickly move on. They've got a big screen in there, to be fair. My teeth look massive. Right. Right, back to all serious matters here for a second. Serious face. The buddy bags, they are monstering out the door. They are flying out of here, and why would they not? Brand new, the Kirsten and Katie goodie bags are absolutely superb. Now the Kirsten bag as Tiffany was telling us, is the bigger sister to the Karen bag. So if you've already got that in your life, this is kind of the next step up for you. And what I love about these is the fact that they are, they're so big, they're so good for organising. And with this particular collection, you're going to get your tabbed organisers in here as well. So again, we've just put a few, you obviously don't get the stamps with these that I'm showing you here, but it's just kind of like for illustration purposes. Super handy for popping in some of your bigger stamps, super handy for popping in, some of your bigger dies as well. As somebody commented on a little bit earlier on, some of the stamps getting bigger, the dies are getting bigger, and you need to be able to store all of those. So you've got 5 of the tab divider pockets within this actual Kirsten bag. 9x6 is the size on this as well, so it gives you an idea of some of the things that you can pop in there. And we're then also going to chuck in, because we're lovely, another 5 of the divider pockets to go in your Kirsten. And as with all of the buddy bags that you've seen previously, you've got the hook and mesh system along the top there to keep everything nice and secure. It's obviously transparent. You get the inside the actual bag itself, you've got the kind of like hard sort of skeleton layer in there as well, so it's going to keep everything nice and safe for you. If this gets bashed around, it's not going to matter too much. You've got a handle on the top there as well, so again, easy for transportation, easy if you're storing this on your shelf, just to be able to select what you want, pull it off the shelf, and away you go. If you're going for the bundle that we've got on screen now, you're also going to get your Katie, and again, this one is brilliant. So this is 8x5, and again, great for sort of some of those longer, sort of taller dies and stamp sets. Who was it earlier? Barbara was mentioning earlier on about putting in her patterns, CC sewing patterns in there, and again, absolutely perfect for that. Again, you don't get the goodies that we were putting in here. We're just showing this for illustration purposes, but you will get 5 of these divider pocket tabs. So again, you can label these up, pop in particular collections, decide for yourself what you want to put in here. So you get actually 5 with the bag, and then we're going to pop in another 5 as well for you. So it's super. I mean, as I say, it may well be that you save, if you buy a few of these, you save the divider pockets for another bag, and then you just use this for one particular item. However you want to use this is fine. But the point is, again here, there is so much as far as your storage is concerned. You've got your hook and mesh system to keep everything nice and safe. And once again, it's just a brilliant way to keep everything safe, to transport everything. If you're now going out and about and crafting with friends and family, make sure you've got everything nice and safe. And actually, as we said, we're getting organised. Yesterday was National Get Organised Day. This is a great way to be able to do it, and I really do see these being particularly useful for people who don't have a lot of room or don't have a craft room, who've got a lot of stuff all over the place at home. This is a great way to get everything where it should be. And this is a great way to do it. $31.41 is the deal, or $34.81 if you're shopping with us in the US. And of course, nobody pays that price, because if you're a platinum member, it comes down by another 20%, $25.13 or $27.85. Lots of lovely messages coming in, by the way. Thank you for all of these. As far as the jigsaw dies are concerned, love them, says Alicia. Aisha says, Debbie, I am ready for round number 3 for the day. Yvonne saying, love the puzzle die. Made a puzzle for each grandkiddo for Valentine's Day. Used a picture of me with each child and gave them each a puzzle. Their mama used puzzle glue, framed them, and put them in each of their bedrooms. Read the goodie bags, the buddy bags I should say. Joy saying, loving these buddy bags. Hi Joy, lovely to have you with us. Cheryl saying, OMG, I need these. Yes, absolutely, get them in your life. And Aisha Dennison on Facebook saying, the Katie bag is perfect for stamps. So yes, you need to grab them. Now, if you thought this launch party was good so far, if you think this brand new collection of the Kirsten and Katie goodie bags, goodie bags, they are goodie bags, goodie buddy bags, goodie buddy bags, are brilliant. What about these, right? The pop-out scene stamp and die sets. I've not seen these before. When did these launch? How have I missed these?
I think I launched them last week at Create and Craft, and I think Sarah, she did it on, what was it, sorry Johnny? 22nd of April. These are gorgeous.
Well,
these are absolutely fabulous.
I tell you what, you show us some of your finished samples, and I'll go through the boards, but there's the deal for you there. 92 elements. What are these in a nutshell, Debbie?
So these are those aperture cards that create that lovely wow factor when you open them up on the inside of a card, but don't be fooled, because you're going to be able to use them for things like this. So you're going to be able to create your beautiful card on the front, but when you open it up on the inside, you've got that lovely pop-out feature creating that beautiful cutting aperture in the centre of your cards. These are absolutely sensational and I adore these. And I do believe I've got a craft along this Saturday with these. So I am going to be using them, and I think we're going to make a little bit of a star book feature with them because they're just absolutely fabulous. And again, versatility. We're not even using it on the inside, we're using it on the outside to create a lovely little shaker card. But they're all beautiful, and Ben, you're going to be showing in a moment all those gorgeous designs.
Yeah.
These truly, that's me tonight. That's me tonight. Because I need some to soak these weary muscles, let me just tell you. But again, that lovely wow factor. The card on the front looks really beautiful, but the minute you open it up, you've got that sensational pop of a feature there from that gorgeous set of pop-out dies that Ben is now going to run you through the entire collection.
Yes, I definitely will. That's you in the bath. Do you like a few bubbles in your bubble bath?
I thought you said you'd see me in the bath. I thought, no, you blinking won't, mate. I'll be locking that door, let me tell you. But yes, I do. Your missus will have something to say. See me in the bath? I don't think so, young man. I do love a bubble bath, and it's got to be the bubbles like the Kylie Minogue video where I should be so lucky where she's doing this. Blowing bubbles off her. I love a bubble bath.
So if I hear you in the bath later with Kylie Minogue going, I'll know what you're doing. Right, let's quickly and swiftly move on to show you the dies. These are brilliant. All right, so as Debbie's already described, you've got the best thing with these because you can create the interest within the card to give you that pop-out scene. And I love the fact, the versatility you've got to be able to use these on the front of your cards as well. So this one here is your secret garden. It is all about the butterflies. I love that picket fence and a little birdie on the front there too. And once again, if you're thinking, oh, these look great, but I bet they're hard to do, Debbie will dispel that myth very shortly indeed for you. Next up is our home. Again, there's the actual die, the actual aperture to create the pop-out detail within the card itself. Home sweet home. I love the little hearts that you've got on there too. Then you've got this gorgeous into the woods scene with the little baby deers there. You've got your little acorns going on too. Hope your day is full of surprises. On top of that, look at this. Yes, party vibes. That's what we've got tonight. I tell you what, party vibes here on Launch Party. It's time to party. Let's celebrate. Then you've got Debbie in the bath singing along to Kylie Minogue. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. Or it would be, I should be so lucky with my rubber ducky. So that's Debbie going to be a little bit later on in the bath. I love that, by the way. You've then got your country village, that sort of real sort of bucolic English country garden scene going on there. Enjoy the little things, absolutely right. And the best is yet to come. This one here again, all about the party and time to celebrate with the birthday cake and the party hat and the bunting going on there. That is awesome. And then last but by no means least, I love this. Go camping. I've got some more cards down here to show. Actually, I'll show you those in a second. But go camping is just that. I love that. Little camping scene there, with the bunting up, the little caravan in the background, and things like you make me a happy camper and travel not to escape life, but so life doesn't escape you. I love the little guitar on there as well. Let me just quickly show you, by the way. Hang on. Where is it? It was, oh no, there was one with a guitar. There it is. This one here, the little scene. I love that with a little dangly guitar on it, which I think is really cute, really super cute. But again, it just goes to show you that you can use these, in your sort of your apertures and use them. There's Debbie again, look. As your little shaker cards, but then of course you can obviously put them into the centre of your cards as well to give you that absolute wow factor when you open them up. And I love that, like you, Debbie, I love the fact that, it's nice to have a card, obviously, that looks great on the outside, but sometimes we forget about, what you can do with the inside as well. And this takes the inside of the card to the next level, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you'll see us here, normally at Crafters TV, because we only ever concentrate on the front of the card, we completely forget about the inside. Yeah. And I've always been one of those that absolutely, I've always loved the idea of the pop-out card, which you can achieve by doing things like on your Ultimates, you could do things like that. But what we wanted to do was simplify it and bring in a set of dice to be able to create that wow factor on the front, but the wow factor on the inside as well. So that's why I absolutely adore them. Ben, are you ready? Shall I show you how easy they are to use?
Yes, please.
So come on, let me just show you. Now, I've taken 2 pieces of cardstock that are exactly the same length and width. Now, if I just show you by that, and I'll give you the measurements for this one. So this is a 10-inch by 5-inch card blank, and I've scored down the middle of this to create my lovely 5 by 5 card. So that's going to be the front and the back of the card. Now, I've done it again, exactly the same, 10 inches by 5 inches, but what I've done this time, instead of scoring down the middle, I've taken a pencil and drawn a faint line down the centre. So what I've done there is that centre part, which is where the aperture is going to fit in this centre part here.
Okay.
But I've actually scored it. Now, these 2 score lines can be different. You could have it, I could have had it at 2.5 inches either side. However, I've gone to 3 because I want to create a little pop-out feature. But again, it's entirely up to you where you put those score lines. You'll still get that wow factor. But just make sure they're even on either side, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'll show you now. I've got the die set, and the one that I'm going to use is this beautiful Secret Garden. Absolutely gorgeous. Got the butterfly on there. Got those lovely extra embellishments. This is the die, and then you've got some extra dies in here that work beautifully with this stamp section. So you can see, and if I just turn it over for a second and lay them side by side, the stamp has a matching die for the butterfly. It also has it for the flower. It also has it for all these extra parts as well. So you've got a lovely, you don't have to fussy cut them, and sometimes because these are quite small, to do that fussy cutting can get quite fiddly.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have those dies to be able to stop that fiddly feature. Yes, that sounds right. That's
Fiddly
okay.
feature, yeah.
Yes, just thought I'd get that. Just thought you run things through your head again just to make sure it didn't sound wrong.
Yeah.
But yes, so there we go. So I'm going to pop that in the centre, and I'm using that pencil mark, which might be a little bit invisible for you guys to see, but I'm really looking forward to craft along because we're going to do this in depth, and like I said, I've got an idea. It's something that I did at Create and Craft, and I thought, oh, I didn't have time to do it fully justice, and I thought, you know what, craft along,
Save it.
Perfect opportunity.
And that's next Wednesday, a week tomorrow.
No, this one is, oh wait a minute, yeah, no, this one's this weekend.
Oh, this weekend.
Is it Saturday or
Getting
Sunday?
confused.
Producer Johnny, can you find out for me, because I think it's Saturday. I want to say Saturday at 3 o'clock.
Oh,
I want to say Saturday at 3 o'clock. I might be wrong. I'm just going to get you to... Am I right? Yeah, get me. So Saturday at 3 o'clock, you have got me again. And we're going to do a craft along. You've got me all day, actually. And I think we've got Becky. Is Joe here as well? Is it Becky and Joe I've got this Saturday? So yeah, it's going to be a great day. So I've got a craft along at 3 p.m.
Becky and Joe?
Yes, I'm being a bit greedy, you see. But there's an HSN thing going off, isn't there? Is that right? Have I got that bit right? There's an HSN thing.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. Look at me in the know.
Oh, no. And so we've got, just looking at my calendar here, we've got the craft along on the shaped word die.
Yes, that's next
a week
Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Get you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got an idea, but I just need to see if it works first. I'm one of those that likes to try these things out before I bring it to Crafters TV. So that's why I'm going to, that's what I'm going to get my thinking cap on. Now, coming back to this, you can see this beautiful shape here where you've got that gorgeous bird sitting on the little picket fence, but I'm going to lift it off a little bit by just adding a little bit of colouring. So I'm going to colour in, let me see if I've got the right colour. Let's go in with these. I'm just going to use these, oh actually, let me have a bit of spare card underneath. Let me just grab a piece of spare card. Probably not the right card to do this bit, but it just gives me that bit of time. Could have used the illustrators.
Oh, yeah. Do you want them?
I could have used them.
You won't get the tops off the ones over here, though, because they're all stuck on. Oh, dear.
Bless you, Ben.
What a
That
day.
did make me chuckle. Sometimes it is wrestling, isn't it? Wrestling with them. But, yeah, this is just making it... I mean, I could have kept it nice and plain. But I thought, you know what? No, we're gonna carry on. What is producer Johnny like in there?
He's happy
Is it
that
very
it's busy.
busy?
I've not heard you crack open your beer tonight, Johnny. Oh, he went early. Normally in this show, if Johnny's on, you'll hear the can being opened. He did it over the loudspeaker the other day, actually.
He never did.
Yeah, it was very much enjoyed. Everybody loved it because it's in his contract, you see, that you can have a beer in the 7 o'clock show. He obviously negotiated a better contract than me. Can you imagine? Evening, everybody. Welcome to the Launch Party. So, yeah, bless him.
I'm going to have a little bluebird. I'm going to make him pop a little bit more. I think I'm going to keep my picket fence, though. I think I'm going to keep my little picket fence white.
Yeah.
But
There's
yeah, in
normally
fact,
white-
actually, I
white
might
picket
add
fence.
a little bit of sparkle to it.
Oh, hello, sparkly
Might
picket
get me
fence.
clear sparkle pen out just a sec. In fact, actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You notice I change these things up sometimes, quite a lot.
Bit of crafty improv. You've got to have it sometimes, haven't you?
You have.
By the way, lots of lovely messages coming in. Lots of you chatting about what your favourite pop-out scene die is. Love the bathtub, says Rhonda Crowley. Mary Pat 1000 saying the bathtub and the camping are my favourites.
Yeah.
Teresa says, oh, craft along. I love a craft along. Mary Ihara says, oh my goodness, you guys are so funny. And Lorraine says, don't smirk at who just went. Was that you,
me.
Johnny? Oh, was that you?
It was me.
I thought that was Johnny.
No, it was me, because I'm thinking, I know, but it's that bath incident.
Oh, don't.
You cheeky young man.
You cheeky lady. Lorraine says on Facebook, Lord Ben, thank you, Lorraine. Please tell Debbie that I absolutely love her hair colour and that she is looking fab.
Oh, bless you. Do you know, they were me moaning about my hair other day. I said it's a different hair colour to what I'm used to, so it's really quite nice, actually. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Now then, can I just tell you, Ben, do you know I have my little pencil mark in the middle? I need to make it a score line now because I need to make it pop out.
Yeah.
And hence why I didn't do it beforehand, because I think this bit's the easiest bit. Now, I've just lined it up, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take off my pencil mark, because sometimes when you do the embossing afterwards, it kind of embosses the pencil mark into the card. So I've just rubbed that off a little bit, and I'm going to go through my picket fence, because I want my picket fence to go popping out as well. So I'm giving that a nice little burnish. Now, if I just move that for a second, what I've now got is my two halves. But before I get carried away, I'm just going to put myself a couple of little panels here. So I've used some of our cards. Please don't ask me which cardstock, Ben.
What cardstock is that?
Oh,
I know that one.
Do you know this one?
I know it. I know. That one is.
I
It's not the everyday
I
celebrations,
thought
is
it was
it?
my birthday. Do you know the everyday celebrations? Yeah, birthday celebrations, I were calling it. I think it is from my everyday
I
celebrations.
think it is.
Yeah.
Johnny?
He's gone really quiet.
Oh, no.
Did you get no chance?
No chance, he said.
What is he like?
I think that is at the everyday celebrations. I'm 85% sure.
Yeah, I am a little bit myself. I think, yes, absolutely. So I've just decorated the inside of my panels. What I'm going to do before I do the pop-out bit, though, is just move that to one side, because what I want to do is decorate the front panel and also decorate the inside, because, yeah, it looks lovely, but on white, it kind of loses itself. So what I'm just going to do, Ben, is I'm going to take some of this cardstock and pop this on. Now, you can pop on little, like, two pieces that fit there. So, like, I say 5 by 5, it's actually 4 3/4 square inch, and pop it to the middle. Or you could take one piece and go down the middle to create this, because don't forget, these 3 inches are going to be covered in. So it depends on what you want it, you know. Do you want to waste it? Do I want to waste it, Ben? No, absolutely not. I do not want to waste it. So what I'm just going to do, let me just see where that is on my scoreline.
Julia?
Then I can get a nice scoreline. Well, I think Julia's been marking the boards. I think she's been marking them to make sure no tea leaves around here. Taking off with the, to take away with the boards.
I just wondered whether or not we were naming all of the accessories in here now. Like, you know, the Eddie Stobart lorries always name their lorries, don't they?
No, I think she's been marking the boards to make sure that nobody takes them. Unless, of course, it is actually Julia's.
Oh.
And that she's left it here.
Oh, and then...
Which she could have done. Yeah, she could have done. So if you are Julia, I do apologise, but it's in here, so it's ours now. So there you go. So I'm
Finders
just popping-
keepers.
Exactly. I'm just popping that in the centre. Now, before I actually put this on, I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon to the front of my card as well. So, have I got my flowers right way around? Yes, I have. Yeah. I'm all right. Ben.
Okay.
So, let's just pop that around the front.
Just to say, whilst you're sticking, Johnny's just been telling me there's lots of comments loving your attire. Lynn Harvey just said she loves all your tops and she thinks that you should come up with your own fashion range. And apparently lots of people now saying that, oh yeah, if Debbie did, then they'd all buy from you. So there you go. There's something to work on in your time.
Own fashion range.
Work on your new fashion range. Yeah, we know a dragon who might invest if you go on a certain TV show. Brilliant.
Oh, that's really lovely of you. Thank you very much.
You are looking very summery and flowery.
Well, you see, I'm not one of these little skinny minis. I have the what's the right word? larger framed,
Right.
I'll say, larger framed. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to find nice little tops, so
Yeah.
I'm always on the lookout, but can I tell you, some of my tops, I sometimes find them the most random of places.
Oh, dear.
This one is one of those shop brand bought ones,
Oh,
and I loved it. I fell in love with it when I saw it. I just thought, yeah, I'm having that one. I'm having that one.
well, wherever you got it from, people are loving it.
Oh,
and
thank you very
just
much.
had a
That's very
message from
kind of
our
you.
social superstars to say that we were correct on the name of the paper pad.
Yay!
We
Yeah,
know
yeah,
our
yeah.
products, which is always good.
It is good
Good
because
news.
we've got that many pads. I
Yeah.
literally do forget, and I'm a little bit like Christine. I'm a little bit addicted to our paper pads.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got far too many, and trying to remember them all
Yeah.
can sometimes
Be a bit tough.
Be a bit tough. Yes. it can be a
Karen
bit
just
tough.
asked, I'm assuming that if we colour on top of the glass mat and not on top of another piece of paper, that the colour would bleed through our original artwork.
Yes, it can do. So what it can happen is that the alcohol, the pen and the pen. Start again, Debbie, start again. What can happen is when you just go straight onto a glass mat,
Yeah.
because it kind of seeps through the cardstock, and it's the nature of it, what it can happen is it can pool on the card and it can bounce back up and bleed through.
Okay.
So yes, it's always best. Leanne always taught us that from the very beginning. Have a little bit of what she calls a blotting paper, and it's literally sometimes just a spare bit of stamping card that goes underneath there, just to act as that blotting paper. Now, I've got my little piece ready, so what I'm going to do is bring now back in my pop-out feature from the centre, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to push this one in, and I'm going to give this a nice little burnish. Always have good score lines in place because it will make a difference when it comes to that pop-out feature. And then on the middle, I'm just going to bring these two in, and then again, I'm just going to give it a nice little burnish. So now you've got this lovely pop-out element, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to attach those two panels, and it's one panel on this side, glue, and one glued panel on this side. So to make it easy for myself, I think I'll use a bit of tape. So I'll go, wait a minute, Debbie, come on. There we go. So let's just pop that on, and I'm just going to match that up. Now you could put a little bit of wet glue on here to get it into place, but I'm going to do the old by eye trick.
By eye.
By eye.
Aye.
So and again, just popping this on. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other end, and I'm just going to go in. So now all I need to add on is my little fabulous friend for my fabulous friend
So
panel.
super simple now you've shown us how to do it. If so people were worrying, they need to worry no more.
Absolutely. Now I could have a little dangly bit in the middle if I wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've got the ability to create a lovely little dangly butterfly in the centre. However, I've just stamped them out because I thought, you know what, they're going to look really nice on the inside of the card. So again, it's entirely up to you, and I'll show you the one where I have done a little dangly bit so that you can see what you can achieve. And it's, like I said, it's entirely up to you. But let me show you the one I've just made. So there we go. I've got my little card, for my fabulous friend, lovely paper on the outside, and then when you open it up,
Yay!
you've got that lovely pop-out feature. Now, the one when I said about the dangly bit,
Oh, yeah.
so it's the same card front, but when you open it up this time,
Way!
and when I say a dangly bit, look, I've made it into a
spinny butterfly.
twirling character. Because that's exactly what you can do with them. You can have them dangling, you can have them twirling, you can have them wherever you want them, Ben. But these are a really fabulous set that create that beautiful wow factor when you open them up. And that's why I love this set of stamps. So do come and join me on Saturday for the craft along at 3 p.m. And a couple of days' time, you'll see it on the socials. What you'll need, just need to work out everything that I've got planned, but what we'll need, and there'll be a photo of the project. So yes, absolutely, come and join us for that lovely craft along.
Do you know, it's very pleasing just to read Lorraine Bennett's message, which has just come through for your demo that you've just done there, which says, "Holy moly, that's just so easy." And that's exactly the response that we wanted. So Debbie has done her job successfully, because that's the point. You know, we give you the tools for the job here, and we want you to kind of know that as much as the cards and the finished projects that we show you are amazing, they are all achievable. That's the point. That's the idea, that we give you these amazing products that allow you to make these cards, even if you've never made a card before. You can, straight from scratch, create these pop-out cards, no problem. Let me just quickly show you the designs that you're going to get if you go for this bundle today. So you've got your secret garden. Remember, you get the stamps and dies within each of these collections. Then on top of that, you've got our home, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. You know, for new home cards, that would be absolutely stunning. Then you've got your Into the Woods. There is the party vibes. Got a feeling that might be used a few times over the next few weeks and months. Enjoy the bubbles. Bubbles. You've then got the country village. You've got your time to celebrate, and lastly is go camping, which lots of you have been chatting about on the socials. I think that's probably your favourite one of the bundle, but the great news is you get all of them for $55.93 or $69.65. Super easy, as you've seen, to create. Loads for your money for $55.93 or $69.65. What are you waiting for? I am very aware that there's loads of you going, oh, I like the pop-out scene stamp and die collection. I've got that in my basket. Loads of you going for these really cool word dies. They're in people's baskets. We've got the creator card dies. They're in people's baskets. The buddy bags, they're in people's baskets. So listen, let's take a bit of a break. We'll have a bit of a pause and we'll come back. We'll reset. So now is the time for you again to go and check out your baskets. If they are brimming with all these crafty goodies, you're thinking, I don't want to miss any demos. You will miss nothing over the course of the next minute or so. Check out those baskets and we will come right back with some more information and demonstration.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Alrighty, we have got about 40 minutes or so remaining on the show. So in that time, we've got some more demos for you. We've got lots of deals to recap. And of course, we'll be asking for you to vote for your demo of the show. And then we're getting you to vote for the demo of the day. So it's all that to come in the final 40 minutes as we wrap up your day here on Crafters TV. We do need, though, I think, to have a look at the Jigsaw die because, well, mainly, I think, for producer Johnny's purposes, because he has not seen this before. And if you haven't seen him, honestly, I think, when did we launch this? I want to say back in February, around about that time. And I loved it. I'd never seen anything quite like these before in craft. And I just think they're a brilliant idea. Obviously, Jigsaw dies, you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, you can create your own jigsaws. And we were chatting about it when we launched these, about being able to kind of like print off, you know, your photographs and create personalized jigsaws. Sarah actually got her boys to do some drawings, and then she took those drawings and made them into jigsaws for the boys, which I just think is an absolutely brilliant idea. Basically, if you're wanting to create a 5x7 jigsaw puzzle, 24 pieces, this is the way to be able to do it. And actually, this deal is great for the fact that you've got the actual die to make the jigsaw. You've got a pack of mount board, 20 sheets of mount board to actually make the jigsaw with, so that exactly the kind of material that you need to be making your jigsaws from. And then on top of that, you've then got your box maker to allow you to create the box for your jigsaw puzzle. However, just because it is a jigsaw die does not mean that you always have to create jigsaw puzzles per se. You can work these, of course, into your craft. So, for example, here, just a gorgeous sort of family photo done in a jigsaw puzzle style on some craft cardstock on the mount board initially, on some craft cardstock. Looks absolutely beautiful. So 4 cards, 4 postcards, 4 home decor pieces. Amazing. And this one is my absolute fave. Look how cool that is. Of our Debbie getting stuck in there to the crafter's cake. But how super cool is that? So a great bit for your crafty armory for creating some really cool projects, but also just brilliant for creating a jigsaw puzzle for somebody. You know, it may well be that you decide for yourself this could be a little bit of a side hustle, make yourself a little bit of money, you know, take people's photographs, make jigsaw puzzles for them, sell them for whatever price. Absolutely brilliant. If that's the way you go with it, then marvellous. Everything you need. It's an explorer kit, right? So you're dipping your toe in the water, not spending a huge amount of money, see if you love it. I know you're going to. to. £44 or $58 is the deal on this, saving $11.96 or $14.80. And as always, nobody pays that price because you will take off wherever you are within the club. Platinum, $35.20 it comes down to, or $46.40 if you're shopping with us in the US. Let's see what Debbie's got up her sleeves over there. She's got a few more finished samples to show you.
Just a couple, Ben, just a couple, and then we're going to get cracking with it because I absolutely love this. So what our lovely Nicole's done with this card is taken a picture of the boss and just cut it into that jigsaw piece, and then literally taken a few bits and scattered them around to create a really lovely illusion. I absolutely adore this set. It is so fabulous and so much fun. And then what about if you want to make gifts for your loved ones in your family? A little bit like Joey background there, isn't it?
It is actually.
But again, making this beautiful, cool box and then opening it up and having the jigsaw inside so that you recreate it at home. I just think that one that our Carol did is absolutely beautiful. Love these. Honestly, you're gonna have so much fun with them. They really are fabulous. Now, I already took a picture of myself.
Of course you did.
Not quite me took a picture of myself. Someone took a picture of me when we celebrated our 15th birthday last year down at Create and Craft, because we did make this spectacular cake and I couldn't resist. It's like that photo opportunity. I couldn't resist. So they took this picture and I've had it printed out and I've actually already pre-mounted it onto the board. And there is a reason I've done that, Ben, because you need it to be dry. So I have actually taken this beautiful photo quality there and popped it onto that mount board that you're getting in your Explorer kit, and I've let it dry for a few hours. You could use, now personally, and I'll get, it's my own top tip this, wait a minute, I'm bringing out that things underneath, hang on a minute, there we go. Personally, my own way of adhering it, and my favourite way of adhering it, is with our stick and stay. That's my personal opinion. You can use wet glue, but dependent on the quality of the paper that you're using, obviously think about the glue that you're using, because as you know, solvent-based, water-based products can have different effects on your photos. But my personal favourite for any kind of photo paper, normal paper, gift wrapping paper, pictures, is Stick and Stay, which is the permanent spray that we have in our glue section. So that's just one of my top tips that I like to do. Now, all ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in this fabulous die. Now this is a multimedia die.
Wow.
So
okay.
when you are using this, you have to think about your platform. And if you haven't got a Gemini, think about how you would use this. Now I'm going to try it on my little small plate. So let's bring this in because it's a multimedia die and I'm asking it to go through quite a tough heavyweight mount board as well as the picture. You can see the thickness straight away. I'm going to place that over the top. Now I am going to hold it down with a bit of tape. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of low tack tape and try and hold that into position. Okay, so this is from Euro Explorer kit. That's the mount board and the jigsaw die, and then we're going to just take that off and I'm going to pop it onto my platform of the metal shim because I want it to have that extra crunch to go through.
Yeah.
I've got my little plate there. Might be better off doing it on my big plates, but I'm going to see how it goes with this one. And then you're going to place on your plastic shim and lastly your other cutting plate and run that through. Now you'll know if you've got the wrong combination because your machine, if it doesn't like that combination, it's going to spit it right back out. Okay? Oh. As if by magic. It's almost like a planned
Just claim that one, Debbie. Claim it. This is what happens when you do it incorrectly.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and I did say that I should go on my big plate. So, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break my big plates out.
That was brilliant.
Do you know, it is like I just thought, yeah, let's show her the right way, the wrong way to do it. But, now then, what have I done with my plastic shim? Oh, hang on a minute, it's over this side. Just bear with me a second, Ben.
I tell you what, I don't know how you kept everything in one place though. Debbie's been so busy from wake up call to launch day to launch party. I mean, goodness gracious me, you have been busy, so no worries that you've got a few bits and pieces all over the place. Not like you've got to come and do 3 shows again tomorrow, is it? Oh.
No, I know, I've got another 3 tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, we're back again tomorrow, the 2 of us, all day. Apologies
and there's no rest at Wicked because then Thursday, Friday I'm heading down to Peterborough for Creative Craft, and then I'm coming back up here for Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, it's gonna be. It's one of those weeks. Yeah. Let me just tell you, I've got a few days off next week. I don't want anybody thinking I'm overworked because I'm not, and I absolutely love this job. So I sometimes think, do you know what? I mean, come on, let's do it. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's get to work. And like I said, I've got a bit of time off next week, so it's okay.
That's it.
It's okay. Right. So I've popped everything back onto my big plates, and I did say that 5x7, it's not a tight squeeze, but it's quite snug fit onto your junior plate. So pop it onto your larger plates, and then I'm going to run that through. So let us just place that through. It may be, you know, that it's the wrong combination, that I don't really need metal shim. So I'm just leaving that in for the sensors to pick that up. Roll that through, and you can hear it really working. It may be that you don't need a metal shim. I'm just popping my metal shim in because I want it to go through that dense mount board because it is thick, and I want to try and give it a nice crunch. And this sometimes you do have to put it through twice.
Yeah.
So we do talk about dies being a what we call a one-pass wonder, but there is the times where you need to just alter that and change that around. And I'm just going to have a little look. Yes, that's absolutely fine. So when we take that through, when it's a snug fit, the rollers can struggle, do you know, if it's a snug fit, which is what it was with that, because it's a 5x7 and my plates are only 6x9 on the other one, so you can see how snug that fit is. But when you bring this off, and let me just lift that out, look at that.
Hey!
Isn't it gorgeous?
It's a Debbie
Isn't it
jigsaw.
gorgeous? It's just lovely, and look, it's a workable jigsaw as well. So I'm going to bring all these pieces, and I'm going to take them all off so you can see that it's cut through there. So again, and I'll tell you something else as well. Difference being, you know, your papers that you use.
Yeah.
So I've taken some photo paper. It's proper HP photo.
Photo printing paper.
And it's sometimes dependent on the material that you use can have an effect on the final cut, if that makes sense. So literally now I've got my jigsaw piece all ready, and then Debbie, trust me to wear in purple.
And now
and purple.
you have got 1 minute to put it back together
my
again.
God,
Your
you're kidding
time
me, aren't
starts now.
Hang on a minute. Look, there's my mouth. Let me see if I can get that in. Hang on a minute. What do you mean you can't miss that, producer Johnny? What did you hear him? Did you hear him?
Johnny.
He thought I didn't hear him then.
He's been a bit quiet for the last 10
yeah,
minutes.
that one, let me tell you, the cheeky little muck. Oh, that's wrong place, that's wrong size. Hang on a minute. But, that's my eye. Let me put my eye back in. That's my top. Oh, no, that's my top of my hair, so it must go. Oh, it's there, that's that bit there. Yeah, look at that. Then we're going to go in this side.
Just whilst you piece it together, let's get you multitasking. So Kathy says, so do you have to have the Pro to use the puzzle dies?
The Pro?
That's
No.
what, yeah.
No. Not the 5x7, no. You've just seen me. That's the ordinary.
Gemini.
Yeah, this is the ordinary Gemini. Ben, I've got lost. I can't talk and jigsaw at the same time. No, that's not the right bit. Wait, hang on a minute. Let me go. So, no, you don't need that. So you've just seen me cut this. And it's if by magic, I actually did it on a purpose. No, that's not right, Ben. That's not right. Let me hang on a minute, Ben. You're not counting me really, are you? You're going to let me off?
No, I just producer Johnny's just told his jigsaw joke. Last time he did a jigsaw, producer Johnny, it took him 3 weeks to do it, and he was quite pleased because on the box it said 2 to 4 years.
2 to 4 years.
Is
that a joke?
That's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh, do you know, I fall for it every time. He's on one today, isn't he, with his jokes? He really is. He's done a bit of dad dancing in background for us, didn't he, earlier? Oh, honestly, but let me see.
The last time I saw producer Johnny, actually, he came up to me, he said, I said that I've been trying to do this jigsaw and I just can't put it together. I just can't get it to work. I was like, what are you on about? He said, well, look at the box here. It's got this chicken on the front. I just can't get all of the pieces together to work. I said, Johnny, it's a packet of cornflakes, mate. I mean, that's what it's like. Seriously.
Oh dear, what are you like? Oh, wait a minute, Ben, I'm going wrong here. Oh, I'm not very good at this jigsaw malarkey, am I?
But you're all right. You're about 3 minutes over the minute.
Can I go back to that lovely question, what the lovely lady asked about with the Pro? Do you need a Pro?
Yes.
No, you don't. You don't. Oh, gosh,
and I tell you what, another question to throw at you whilst you're doing the jigsaw. Dale Hill on Facebook says, now we'll wait till you've done it because you've nearly done it. Wait there. Here we go.
Wait a minute.
Am
I
Can we
there?
get a big fanfare?
Oh, hang on a minute. Get back in there. Get back in.
5,
Get back in.
4,
Yay!
3,
There we go. But just saying about having a Pro. No, this is a 5x7 plate. So this is a 5x7 jigsaw die. And yes, it will go through your Gemini Junior. If I'd had the Gemini Junior going through the plates the normal way, it probably would have worked better. But it worked beautifully on the original Gemini. So no, you don't need a Pro for this. You can work your Junior and your normal Gemini to create that beautiful jigsaw. That's my jigsaw puzzle done. Do you want me to make a box to go in?
Oh, yes, please. And also, just to ask, can you just recap? Because Dale Hill would like to know, can you please ask Debbie to say the sandwich for the jigsaw
Absolutely.
guy again?
Absolutely. So let me just bring this back in so I can show you physically what you use. So what you're going to use is, and this is how I did it with the larger plates, cutting plate, metal shim, put your picture, oh, I've picked it up and now it's all fallen to bits. Put your picture down, then put your jigsaw on the top with the blade facing down to cut into it, and then place your plastic shim, where's my plastic shim gone? Plastic shim on the top and your other cutting plate, and that's the combination. It's a mixed media die. You do not need your magnetic shim, can I just stress that?
Okay.
You do not need the magnetic shim, and I'll tell you for why. A multimedia die is thicker. It's not a standard thin die. It's a thicker die, so it does not need that extra shim of the magnetic, which is like compensates if it's not a mixed media die, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if you think about your plate combinations, they've got a depth and a mill of how they all work, and that's why sometimes you have to omit things with embossing folders and 3D embossing folders, 2D embossing folders, the same with the multimedia die to a standard die, shall we say. What's our Craig call them? Wafer thin dies he calls them,
wafer
doesn't
thin,
he?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the standard die. This is a multimedia die, so you have to omit the magnetic shim. Please don't put the magnetic shim in. You'll make your machine work too hard, and you don't need it to work too hard, Ben. Absolutely, you do not. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to make my box. Just give me a second, Ben, while I move all my bits out of the way, because in that Explorer kit, you've got this beautiful box maker as well.
Yes.
I'm going to put my jigsaw in, and then I'm going to decorate the front of my box with my other jigsaw too, because this is absolutely fabulous. And again, this board has got your inches on this side and your centimetres on this side. And when you look at the bottom, it tells you a box lid, let me just lift that up, box lid and a box base with all your measurements going across. Now I'm going to use the inches side. Now I'm going to bring in, because you know what? No, actually I'm not going to leave it as it is because it comes as itself. But if you have got an Ultimate Pro, can I just tell you, it sits onto the top of an Ultimate Pro and sits there perfectly. However, we're just going to go, because I'm going to use that board right to the very edge. I've taken 2 pieces of cardstock and I'm starting with 10 by 8 inches. And this is going to create, I'm going to go an inch and a half, I think. Let's go an inch and a half all the way around. So an inch and a half all the way around on the box lid side. And all I'm doing is taking it up to the butt of that board, and I'm taking it down to the 1.5 inch all the way around. So it's showing you, even if you haven't got the Ultimate Pro, this boxer board is absolutely fine to work on its own, Ben. So literally now that has created my lid. So I'll pop that to one side, and then I'm going to do exactly the same, but on the other side this time.
Yes.
And your measurements are down at the bottom. So from the top was your inch going across to your number 8. Down here it goes the opposite way. So I'm going to go into an inch and a half mark, into the groove, lift it up because I'm not very good at doing things back to front. And I'm going to hold it to the edge of that board, and I'm going to bring it down to an inch and a half. And I'm going to repeat that all 4 sides.
Loads of love coming in for your jigsaw puzzling, by the way. Lynn says, well done, Debbie, you did it. Marisol just saying, I've just remembered I have this die. How could you forget about having this die? It's seriously one of the coolest dies ever. You need to get it out again. And definitely get working with it, Marisol, because it is brilliant. Deborah McMurray on YouTube is saying, oh, we do a family games get-together once a year. These puzzle dies would be great to do the invite on. Love that idea. Yeah, if you're having like a family games get-together, what better than a jigsaw puzzle invite? That would be super cool.
That is a great, I love that. That's fabulous, that.
And Nona Lawton on YouTube is saying, I do like that jigsaw puzzle die. Well, if you haven't got it, it's a brilliant excuse to get it today, particularly at this price, particularly when you're thinking to yourself, you get a jigsaw puzzle die, you get the mount board to go with it, and of course you get this boxer board as well, which is super handy to put all of these boxes together. I was thinking as well, think about the exploding box that you've been putting together. I reckon it would be quite cute to put the little jigsaw puzzles inside the little box inside the exploding box as well. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a lovely idea. I like that one as well, Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, you're full of them today.
Hey, full of it, aren't I?
Absolutely. Now, I've just taken my box base, I've popped my glue on each of the tabs, and now I'm just going to give this a little fold over to create my box. And it really couldn't be any simpler than this. This is so easy to do, this box. I'm going to make it a little bit different though, Ben, because I'm going to chop a little bit off my lid, and I'll show you what I mean, because I want it to have a little smaller lid. Now, this is the only way that I can think how to do this, so I'll show you my little trick that I do. So again, that's my box lid. So let's put my jigsaw in there. Let me take all my hard work. Let's put it back in there. Let's put it all in. Let's chuck myself in. And now I am in bits. Look at me. I'm in bits. Now then, pop that over there for a second. I'm coming back to my lid. So what I'm going to do...
He's gone to pieces, said Johnny. Very good, that. He's cracking some good jokes there. I wish you could hear him today, seriously. Oh, dear. He just said we'll put Talk Back live one day, and Charlotte's just gone, no. You don't need to hear that nonsense going on in there, I'll tell you what.
I'm bringing my guillotine in, because this, if I actually put this lid together now, would fit snugly over my box base. Yeah. However, I want to have it to have a little bit of a lip. So I'm bringing it in, and I know that this is measures at 1.5, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it down to 1/2 inch all the way around. Let me just make sure I've got that nice and even, because I don't want a wonky box lid. So I'm just taking off a little slither around all 4 sides. Let's do it on this side as well. Come on, in you go.
Have you seen the time?
What time is it?
20 to 9.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way.
That's crazy.
I just looked at the clock, and I thought it was about just gone 8 o'clock or something.
That's absolutely nuts.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Doesn't it just, Ben? Doesn't it just? Now, did you see me little sneaky way that I got that to fit on, because it were a little bit, I literally lifted that tab underneath and cut it there. So I'm going to do this all the way around. And then I'm going to just pop my guillotine just to one side. I'm now going to do exactly the same where I put my little tabs together. So I'm going to cut, in fact, let me turn it this way. I do it better when I cut it into that score line. And then all I'm going to do is just pop this there. And then I'm going to just literally just take out a little snippet, and I'm going to bring in my glue again, and I'm going to pop, oh, come on, don't fail me now, come on, you've got a little bit left and you can still see. I'm going to get every last squeeze out of my little tape pen. I am getting every single bit. So there we're going to put his lid together. So pop that, and now it gives me that lovely little, do you know when I say a little lip? It gives me a little lip, instead of it being 1.5 inches deep, because I've taken that off. It'll still fit on top of my box, but it just gives me that way. Do you know where you get your traditional boxes that look like they've got that lid? I mean, look at that, fits perfectly over there.
Like a glove.
However, I just want to little decorate this up. Oh, Debbie, have I gone too big?
Oh,
hang on a minute. I might have gone too small. I might have made my measurements. Oh, do you know what? I'm not bothered, because that's going to look really nice, actually, as a little lip going over the top.
Yes.
So, all good things, Ben, all good things.
That's it.
I probably did my measurements a little bit wrong, but never mind. Never mind, because I think that looks really cool anyway, having that little lip on the top.
I love it.
Let me just make sure I've got it all way even. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, sometimes the best laid plan don't matter, does it, Ben?
No. What's a
Now,
little bit of an extra lip between friends?
I'm going to take a couple of little chunks of this out. I'm not going to take it all out. Pardon?
I love that picture. I think
it's a great
brilliant.
picture, isn't it? I was just having a bit of fun, and I think it was Mr. May that took this. Do you know Nigel May?
Oh, I love Nigel May.
I love
Mr.
Nigel,
May.
and we had such a laugh that day, because he said to me, Debbie, eat that cake, and I went, I can't eat it. It will start at celebrations. I thought, I can't. But do you know what happened to it? Can you imagine? Do you know what happened to it, Ben?
What happened? Was it a real one?
It was a real cake.
Yeah.
And do you know what happened?
No, they didn't chuck it, did they?
They blinking well did.
Oh,
I mean, who chucks a cake?
Who does chuck a cake?
Somebody tell me, who chucks a cake?
Yeah.
Nobody chucks a cake.
Especially not round here. We had a cake that someone brought in last week, and we ate it today, because that's the kind of people we are. It was a week old, but it had been refrigerated, but we ate it, because we all had it together, had a chunk each, and we had a cake yesterday as well. Our Laura brought in, and that was. It was all right. It wasn't as nice as the cake today, though, was it? But no, you can't throw a cake away. You can't. What are you thinking? Throwing the cake away? I'm just surprised that was real, because obviously, I was down that neck of the woods for a bit, and the majority of the time that I did those shows, when they had, cakes and things, and they were always like polystyrene.
No, this was a real cake.
Oh.
Can I tell you, a real cake? So I was absolutely gutted, let me tell you, because I wish I took a chunk out of it now.
You should have done.
Now then, look, I've got my lovely box there with my box lid, and when you lift it off, you've got that beautiful jigsaw inside for, I mean, I don't know who wants to do a jigsaw with Debbie Robinson, let me just tell you. However, it
Johnny
could be, it could be of anyone, but it's literally the most fantastic Explorer kit that we've done in a long time. Let me just tell you, getting everything for that price just blows my mind. And this is a die that you are going to absolutely love time and time and time again, I can promise you, because every single one that you do will be different each and every single time. Just love it, Ben. I love it.
Tell you what, I thoroughly agree. Just whilst I'm just quickly recapping on this deal, Debbie, if you can line up your mates in the show and we'll get everybody voting. But this is a brilliant Explorer kit because actually it's really different, isn't it? It's really, really different. The fact that you can make this jigsaw puzzle 5x7, 24-piece set that you can make. Obviously, you're going to make this as an actual jigsaw puzzle to give to friends, you know, to put puzzles together, whether you print off family pictures, you know, just like this, whether you kind of, you know, print off pictures that the kids are, whatever it might be. Great for making those puzzles because you've got the ability then to be able to pop these out onto your mount board, which has included 20 sheets of mount board, which is exactly what you need to be using. And then you're also going to get your boxer board as well, so you can make the box to go with your jigsaw puzzle. However, as we've already seen as well with this particular card, not just for actual jigsaw puzzles, brilliant for creating great crafty images as well. Great for your cards, great for your scrapbooking, great for your home decor. It's a heck of a buy. £44 or $58 is the deal if you want to go for the Explorer collection. Lots of you already taking advantage of that deal tonight. Now, we've got a lot of business to take care of here because we need to vote for the demo of the day, but before that we need to vote for the demo of the show. So Debbie has been getting busy over the other side at the studio and she's going to show you all of the makes from this show and you can get voting on your favourites. So Debbie, line them up and number them up, please.
Well, we're a bit sparse on them tonight,
Are we?
Ben.
We had Tiffany earlier on, didn't we?
I was going to say, I'm thinking, I've only done 3.
That's all right.
It's the boss watching, I've only done 3.
It's the quality.
I'm not like Sarah, she gets 9 or 10 knocked out in a
it's
couple of
quality,
hours.
Debbie.
She's amazing,
Not
she is,
quantity.
she's amazing. So I'm going to start with what we first started with, after Tiffany, of course, where we use that beautiful happy die. You make me happy, Ben, every single time I work with you. And again, just showing you how simple and easy these are to use. So that's number 1. Then number 2, we did the lovely pop-out feature. So the number 2 is that pop-out card. Doo-doo, doo-doo. There we go. And then number 3, and I've just added in a little additional bow. I've put a little bow in my hair. I wanted to titivate myself up a little bit. So then number 3, I'll bring it forward so you can see it, is my lovely box with the Explorer kit. Made me lovely box, very simple, very easy, along with the jigsaw puzzle inside. So that is number 3. So is it number 1?
Number 1.
Number 2? Or number 3?
Number 3.
So you decide.
Let us give you 5 minutes to get your votes in because then we'll have to get you to vote on the demo of the day. So you've got until 10 to the hour. Just over 5 minutes to get those votes in to vote for your demo of the show, and then we'll put that winner of this show up against the winner of our last show for the demo of the day. Now, quick look. I have got in my hands here a preview of the brand new Gemini nesting frame dies, which are launching on the 30th of April. That is this coming Friday on launch day. Is going to be our Joe, who's going to be here, of course, on Friday. Sarah will be here as well. She's pulled rank. She's wrestled another one of our crafters to the floor. There's been a lot of wrestling going on recently as to who gets to do these launch shows, and these are phenomenal. The Gemini nesting frame dies that you are going to get are stunning, and within this collection you have got your abstract frames. And what I love about these is that you've got frames that will obviously create you beautiful cards, even with little intricate detail on there as well, which you can pop on, but then frames which you can use kind of without the other frames in there, so you can use them individually too. So there's so much versatility with these, and they really, really are very, very gorgeous. If you've been enjoying the sort of detail and the delicate creator cards dies that we've had recently, you'll enjoy the delicate lace frame, which is also within this collection. On top of that, I mean, come on, how gorgeous is this? This is your decorative rose frame. Look at all of the detail that you've got within the border there. And then, as I say, you've got even more for the fact that you've got 2 other frames inside there, and a little decorative die to kind of arch the actual oval itself, which is stunning. Then also in the collection, this is your modern swirl frame. Again, all very different, aren't they? To the, I thought my eyes had gone then for a second. All very different to each other, which is absolutely fantastic. And then you've got your filigree frame as well. It is all about the detail. Oh, there's one more. The Deco Swell frame too. So all of that is included within this collection. It is 6 sets, 24 dies in total to create some stunning projects. Now, as I say, this launches this coming Friday, 30th of April on launch day. It will be Sarah, it will be Joe. You need to be tuning in to get your hands on these, because I've got a funny feeling these are going to fly. The launch days have been so popular recently, and these I think are going to be right up your street. Let's get our Debbie's take on these. What do you make of these Gemini nesting frame dies?
Total love.
Love it, I knew it.
And honestly, when I saw them, and I thought, she's at it again, pulling rank, she's at it again. Because these are absolutely beautiful. You're going to adore these because of that decorative element. I mean, I've brought this one out first, that our lovely Julia. She does work here, obviously, as well as being on our design team, but look how sensational that looks. It is so striking. I adore that sample. And the design that you've got on these is just phenomenal. I am actually super excited to watch, Sarah, because these are going to blow your mind. They are so beautiful. Our lovely Sandy's designed this one. You're going to be able to take it into your card making, into your box making, because look how gorgeous they are. I'm going to quickly try and get as many samples as I can in here. Our lovely Astrid, she's done a beautiful one here, a lovely box, creating that lovely aperture see-through into that box. You honestly, whichever way you're going to use these, you're going to love. So Jan's created this gorgeous one. Really, really beautiful. Look at the delicacy on that die. You are so good. I mean, you are in for the treat of a lifetime.
We're getting complaints coming in.
Are they really?
People are going, what are you doing to us? There's so many great products coming through. Too many launch days.
Look at this. This is a fabulous card. A very simple card to achieve as well. I don't know what Sarah's got lined up for Friday. I genuinely don't know. But what I want to do is take you through. Let me find some more. Can I take my time with these? Because honestly, just come and look at this.
I mean, seriously.
Just look at that. How beautiful. When I say you're going to fall in love, I know from the comments I can see coming on my phone right now. You've already fallen in love. Let me tell you, these are just absolutely beautiful. I adore these. I'm just literally going to show you a few more because seriously, Ben, come on. I know you can't, well, you can see that. Can you see that beautiful, delicate frame behind that frap? You're going to be able to do so many things with these. Can I just show you one of my other favourites?
Yeah.
I love this. I have a feeling Julia did this one again, but just take a look at this beauty.
Oh,
I think it's Julia. I might be wrong. So design team member, if I've got you wrong, I'm going to apologise now. But you are going to be able to create your own card bases with this. These are absolutely sensational dies that I'm honestly, I hope I've got craft along with this. You watch, I bet I ain't. I'm going to have words here, Sarah. I'm going to have words here because they're just absolutely beautiful. Another gorgeous one that our Maxine has done using some of the papers from our paper pad. But look how beautiful it works with those papers. Just absolutely love them. I'm not going to show you any more though, Ben, because I'm going to save it for our lovely Sarah. Ooh, the jammy devil gets to launch these gorgeous dies.
They're amazing.
I am a bit green with envy, can I just tell you? I'm green with envy because they're just beautiful and I know you're going to love them. So join Sarah and the lovely Joe for the launch. Is it this Friday, did you say?
Yeah, this Friday, 30th.
This Friday, the 30th. I can't believe it's end of month. 30th of April.
Yes.
I'm going to say June. Where the hell? I've like tripped 2 months in front.
What's going on?
It's been a long day. It's been a long day, Ben.
And I tell you what, you need to be in for this. Who was it, Johnny, who was saying about their dog sitting? Karen's just saying that she dog sits to pay for her crafty addiction. She was saying at this rate, she's going to have to do it 24/7. You might have to set up your own kennels by the sound of it. Does
she live near Barnsley?
What's that, Johnny?
Does she...
Oh, Oh, yeah. Get the husband to do it as well. Absolutely brilliant. I tell you what, though, isn't it great that we can give you all of these different products? So many different ideas for you as well. Whatever your particular kind of love, it's covered off here. Now, very quickly, because the time has passed, and I have the winner of the demo of the show, so let's quickly do that, and then we can get the demo of the day votes going in. So, Debbie, what do you think was voted as demo of the show? Was it number 1, which was your Ella? Was it number 2, the pop-out scene? Or was it number 3, your jigsaw puzzle?
Hang on a minute, can you read?
What?
It says happy.
What did I say?
Hello.
Oh, did I?
You said hello. It's happy.
Oh.
You make me so happy, Ben.
Is that what that says?
Yes.
Happy?
Yeah, it says happy. What do
Oh.
you mean? You little monkey, you. So, is it number 1, is it number 2, or is it number 3? I actually don't know, Ben, because they're all gorgeous. All of them. I love them all. Come on,
I'll tell
put me out
you,
of
it
misery.
is. It's not happy or hello.
It's not. Oh, right, okay. Move that one out of the way.
It is number 3.
Me jigsaw.
Yep.
Me being a bit vain, creating something of myself.
Yeah, I know. Why not? You are a winner. So let's do this then. So hang fire with yours a second then. So this was the early demo. So this is number 1 for demo of the day. Debbie made this a little bit earlier on from the brand new Nature's Garden Farmhouse Collection. So this is the Chevy truck. So Debbie made this earlier on launch day. That is number 1. If you want to vote for that as demo of the day, number 1. Or Debbie's Jigsaw is number 2.
It's going to be a tough one, I think, this one, Ben. It's going to be a tough one. So number 1 or number 2, I'll leave it for you to decide. Absolutely. You go ahead and start voting, and let's see what is going to be the demo of the day.
You have got, I reckon, about 4 minutes to get your votes in, so do that very swiftly. And let me just quickly go back to where it all started when we chatted at the start of the show to the lovely Tiffany. We went live across the pond to chat about the Kirsten and Katie buddy bags. These have been flying out of the door. It seems to me that we've got a lot of fans of Totally Tiffany products, a lot of fans of Tiffany herself, and a lot of fans of just getting sort of in order and getting organised and getting your storage done. And that's what these are all about. Brand new, you've got your Katie and you've got your Kirsten. If you enjoyed the Karen buddy bag, Kirsten, as Tiffany was telling us, is the sort of bigger sister, if you like, of the Karen buddy bag. And we'll be able to pop in sort of your 9x6 items. And the great thing is, as we said, you're going to get inside the actual buddy bag itself 5 of your tab pockets. You don't get, just to let you know, you don't get the goodies that we've got inside here. We've just put these in here to kind of demonstrate. But you're going to get 5 of those pockets, and then on top of that, you're going to get another 5 of the tab pockets to go in there. So 10 pockets in total. And I think Tiffany had her buddy bag, I think, had about 15 or 20 in there, and then there was still plenty of room to pop in more of those tab pockets. But the great thing is, and you'll know if you've had these before, you get that inner shell, so everything is nice and sturdy that goes in there. You've got plenty of space, particularly in this Kirsten, and then as we just pop this down, you've got that hook and mesh system to keep everything nice and safe and nice and secure. It's see-through, of course, so you know exactly what is in your storage. It's super easy to transport because you've got that handle there, and just great, you know, if you've got quite a few of these to pop on the shelves at home, you know, you can see what you've got inside each one. Simply select the one you want, pull it off the shelf, and away you go. So that's your Kirsten. And then on top of that, you are also going to get your Katie. And again, Katie, around 8x5 is the size here. And again, with this one, you are going to get inside, once again, 5 of those tab divider pockets. Just to reiterate again, you don't get what we've got inside them here. We've just put that in there for demonstration purposes. But you will get 5 of the tab pockets. We'll give you an extra 5 within this bundle deal as well. And this is super great. You know, if you are popping in kind of like your stamps, if you're popping in there your dies, and there's someone mentioned to us earlier, Barbara, putting in like her CNC sewing patterns as well. Just really, really handy for that. Once again, you've got that secure fastening of your actual bag itself. The handle there too. You've got that kind of box frame inside to keep everything nice and secure, and it's a really, really super storage system. If you've used the Totally Tiffany systems before, you will know how good these are at getting everything sorted out. You know how good these are for kind of transporting all of your goodies to and fro. And I think it's come to that point, hasn't it, where we need to get organised. And actually, if you are heading out and about, you're going to see friends, you're going to craft alongs, you know, you're going to, I don't know, maybe meet a friend in their garden and do a bit of crafting at the bottom of the garden. You want a way to be able to transport all of your stuff safely and securely. honestly, this is the way to do it. It's brand new today. You get everything that I've just shown you for that price, $31.41 or $34.81, and that of course is the price that you will not pay, because I know you're a platinum member. So if you are a platinum member, that comes down to £25.13 or $27.85. So definitely worth popping into your cart today, which I know hundreds of you have already done. Just to mention as well, the shape word dies, worth having a quick look at these. I know Debbie's got some finished samples. If you missed them last week, chance for you to pick them up on the show today. We have got a craft along with these next Wednesday. That is the one that we've got, isn't it? Yes, next Wednesday with myself and Debbie. So if you have already got these, then look out on our socials, because you'll be able to see exactly what you'll need to take part in that craft along. But it basically works out, apologies if I'm rushing a bit because I'm just aware of the time, you're going to get your dies itself. So you'll get hello, you'll get love, you'll get friend, you will also get thanks, and you'll get happy, to create these really, really amazing cards shaped in the shape of your particular word itself. That you pay for. This you do not pay for, but you get. The sentiment stamps are included. You don't pay for those. You're then also going to get, free of charge, all of the stencils too, which are your gorgeous stars. You've then got these circles. You've got your zigzag. You've got your leaves, and then you've got your hearts as well. All of that is included for that price on screen, $80.95 I should say, or $90.75. And I think we just got a few finished samples we can show you from the shape word die collection over the other side of the studio. Whilst Debbie's doing that, I shall have a quick look and see what has won demo of the day. This is a lovely collection, isn't it, Debbie?
It's just gorgeous, and really simple, quick, easy cards. If you make cards to sell, literally, you could literally run out loads and loads of these in, honestly, how many would you be able to get done in a couple of hours?
Yeah.
Incredibly easy to use. And literally, if you wanted to keep them as they are, use the stencils, use that word die, and you've created yourself something beautiful. I've purposely chosen these three so that you can see, obviously that was the one that I did, using that different way. This one has had a different set of colours for each one of the words, using opaque pigment ink pads, and then simply popping clear embossing powder, and you get that gorgeous enamelled finish. Then you've got this one, which I absolutely love. Think about all the stamps that you own in your crafty little stash. How are you going to be able to bring this into this collection without using the stencils? That looks absolutely phenomenal. And then just choose your colour medium where you can colour those up. What about taking them into something a little bit different, where you take literally a different style, like a twisted easel, and bringing it on and popping it on the front? Absolutely incredible. Or things like your shaker cards, because that's going to be easy to work as well. And just check out the show with our Sarah, because she did that one in that show. They are fabulous, let me just tell you, Ben.
Super duper. But what has won the demo of the day? I hear you cry. What's
No
won the demo
idea.
of the day? Was it number one, our amazing Chevrolet truck from the launch day of the Nature's Garden Farmhouse, or was it number two, which was Debbie's the Jigsaw, I can exclusively reveal live to the world? The winner of demo of the day is number one. I'm glad. I really love that.
It is beautiful, though.
Yeah.
It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous collection, and I am absolutely thrilled that you've loved it as much as we did, because it's just a fabulous new addition to the Nature's Garden range. Beautiful. I'm going to take the puzzle on, Ben.
Oh, you can do that in the bath. You can do that in the bath later on. I'm going to pop this up on our shelf. It's going to go on our Crafty Walk of Fame, and you might vote for that on Sunday as your demo of the show and crown Debbie as your winner, but we'll have to wait until Second Chance Sunday for all of that. Listen, what a great day. Big thank you to Jake, Charlotte and Johnny, also George, who was here with us earlier on as well. Big thank you to the lovely Debbie, and if you've enjoyed today, you're going to enjoy it again tomorrow, because we're both back. You looking forward to tomorrow, Debbie?
Yes,
right
I
answer.
am.
Right answer. Good. We will see you tomorrow. Have a brilliant rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you back here on Crafters TV for more fun Wednesday midday here in the UK, 8 AM East Coast. Bye for now.